Clarify. Clarify means to make something clearer or easier to understand. For example, could you clarify the last instruction? Could you clarify the last instruction? Classify. Classify means to put things into groups by type. For example, books in the library are classified by subject. Books in the library are classified by subject. Cling. Cling means to hold on to something tightly. For example, the child clung to her mother's hand. The child clung to her mother's hand. Collect. Collect means to gather things from different places. For example, he collects old coins as a hobby. He collects old coins as a hobby. Collide. Collide means to crash into something or someone. For example, the two cars collided at the corner. The two cars collided at the corner. Command. Command means to order someone to do something. For example, the captain commanded the soldiers to march. The captain commanded the soldiers to march. Commit. Commit means to promise to do something seriously. For example, she committed to learning English every day. She committed to learning English every day. Communicate. Communicate means to share information with others. For example, we communicate by email every week. We communicate by email every week. Compete. Compete means to try to win against others. For example, many runners competed in the marathon. Many runners competed in the marathon. Comprise. Comprise means to be made up of several parts. For example, the team comprises 10 players. The team comprises 10 players. Compose. Compose means to write music, poems, or letters. For example, he composed a beautiful song for her. He composed a beautiful song for her. Conclude. Conclude means to decide something after thinking. For example, the judge concluded that he was innocent. The judge concluded that he was innocent. Condemn. Condemn means to say strongly that something is wrong. For example, many leaders condemned the attack. Many leaders condemned the attack. Conduct. Conduct means to organize and do an activity. For example, the scientist conducted an interesting experiment. The scientist conducted an interesting experiment. Confess. Confess means to admit that you did something wrong. For example, he confessed that he broke the window. He confessed that he broke the window. Confirm. Confirm means to say that something is definitely true. For example, please confirm your booking by Friday. Please confirm your booking by Friday. Confront. Confront means to face a problem or person directly. For example, she confronted him about his lies. She confronted him about his lies. Congratulate. Congratulate means to tell someone you are happy for their success. For example, I congratulated her on the new baby. I congratulated her on the new baby. Connect. Connect means to join two things together. For example, connect the printer to your computer. Connect the printer to your computer. Consist. Consist means to be made of certain parts. For example, the cake consists of eggs, flour, and sugar. The cake consists of eggs, flour, and sugar. Construct. Construct means to build or make something. For example, they constructed a new school last year. They constructed a new school last year. Consult. Consult means to ask an expert for advice. For example, you should consult a lawyer first. You should consult a lawyer first. Consume. Consume means to eat, drink, or use something. For example, children consume too much sugar these days. Children consume too much sugar these days. Contradict. Contradict means to say the opposite of what someone said. For example, his actions contradicted his words. His actions contradicted his words. Contribute. Contribute means to give something to help. For example, everyone contributed money for the gift. Everyone contributed money for the gift. Great job finishing today's lesson. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's words. New vocabulary every single day. See you in the next one.